At the age of 6, I had meningitis, septicemia, and they said I'd never walk again. My Achilles in my left leg shrunk, so that meant that sort of my knees weren't in line with my hips, so they said that I'd constantly have problems with that. A year and a half later, I started going outside. I was back walking, running, and then I got signed for QPR, age 8. So yeah, it's a miracle really that I was being able to walk and run again.
How did you go from struggling to walk to being able to run around and be able to play with the kids? But the kids were really good at football.
Both my legs were in plaster for about 6 months. I was in a wheelchair. I can't remember exactly how I started walking again, but I used to have to wear like night splints, so my legs were constantly in splints to help me walk. Mentally, when I come out of hospital, I was like a different child. My mum said it wasn't the same child that went into hospital. I had brain damage from it, and I was on life support for 6 days. I've got obviously ADHD, I was diagnosed, OCD, personality disorder. I've got a few things. So that, as well as sort of playing football, was a massive sort of risk. I was lonely. I felt like at a very lonely place with this injury now. Beforehand, I was constantly on a high. I always thought I will get through whatever I go through, and that's the way I do see it, because I do. Whatever I go through, I do get through eventually. And it sort of proved that I do. But I'm driven to really do well, and I don't want to let myself down. My last game I played was on the 20th of January 2020. I've started to feel really unwell, and I felt like my throat was swelling. I remember going to bed and waking up, and I thought I was dying. I remember sitting there on the end of the bed and sort of saying, sorry.
It's okay.
I remember saying to the nurse, like, my mental health was bad and this has really, really topped it off. And she got sort of a woman to come around and speak to me. And the woman, I know she was trying to help. She was saying, doesn't matter about football, like you can take another journey. And I remember sitting there thinking, another journey? I've worked so hard for this, and it's not about taking another journey. This is something I love, and it's been taken away from me. So being on crutches and not being able to move around, not being able to feel my leg, I honestly thought it was the end of the world. I can now only feel the inside and the back and the front. I still can't feel the whole outside of my leg. And they said that probably won't repair. But I think the scary part now is I might not play competitively. I might not. But in my head, I feel like I know I will. Bees were brilliant with me. They kept me going.
Yes!
Especially Lee, Sean, all the staff here. And I felt so involved. I remember ringing the crisis team and I said, like, I hate my life. Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't want to be here anymore. Please, I was like, I just need help, and I just kept saying, please just help me. In the last sort of month, I've motivated myself to think, you can't stay in this dark place. I've got to do the work, like I've got to get myself out of it. I think that a lot of footballers, when they have an injury, people just say, you're a footballer, you'll be back. But it's not that simple. It's what it does to you mentally. I've still come to training on days where I felt horrendous, but no one would ever think that I feel like that. I do think that just don't stop, don't give up.
You deserve something good, a great end to the year, don't you?
Yes,
so
I
what
do.
is a great 2021 then?
I just want to be back. Even pre-season, contact and then playing. I just want to be on that pitch. There's nothing I want more than to just be back playing.
I'm not betting against you.
That's the only thing I'm praying for right now, and to pray that I feel mentally 100% when I get back, not if, when.